Wednesday morning, it's 4:30. What's up? I don't have a story or anything like that this morning for you. I guess I do. At the end, you tell me what you think the takeaway from this is. I hire guys for the clip and clean table. Some of you guys are in my local Facebook group here. It's pretty fucking wild. Sometimes it's like Jerry Springer. Well, most of the time it's like Jerry Springer or people at Walmart. And there's some small town stuff that happens that's really cool, like people helping each other and people coming to others' aid and assistance. And when things happen, there's fewer people here, so it's easier to see the good. It's also easier to see the sloth. Not really bad. There's not like bad, terrible shit that happens here. I mean, I guess there is everywhere, but just the inability to work, the inability to drive, right? And social media lets you see it. They don't have to sit on a street corner now. And people that sit on a street corner actually make a lot more money than you and I make. People flying flags and stuff. People hand them money all the time. But here's what's up. So to do the clip and clean table, nobody likes to do the job. But that job is the key to anything else inside the business, because that's the test. That's if you have the wherewithal and the ability to stand there and do that job, then you're going to be given another job, because the truth is that job does not take 8 hours a day. It takes most people 10, 12 hours a day. And by that I mean halfway through the day, the table should be completely empty, but it's not. So I step in there for 30 minutes and wipe out, or an hour and wipe out the work, right? A person stands there for 8 hours doing that. I can come in there for 1 hour and outperform everything they do in 8 hours. Now you're like, well, you've been doing this for a long time, and I have. But the only difference is just the rate at which you move. Literally, like I use shotgun cart as an example all the time. It has lots of threads on it. It's got like 24 threads that hang out and got like a 4-inch loop, 3-inch loop on them. And I demonstrate here. Cut these, pick these loops up, hold the thread up, push down with the scissors against the base of the material, and clip that. And I'm like, look, it's important not to come through here and cut all this short, and then you got to pick all these 1-inch pieces out of the Velcro, and you have to fight it to get it to move. You literally quadruple your work when you just cut those threads by making them short whiskers. And you're like, do you understand? Yes, I understand. And I even demonstrate that a lot of times. Look, when you disconnect these, it makes way more work. So watch one, do one, teach one. I have them watch me do it. I have them do it. And I go, okay, that took 30 seconds. If these take 30 seconds, that's what they take. If these take 30 seconds and you have 10 of them, then it's 30 seconds times 10. But you'll come back and they'll have, done exactly what you told them not to do. So you'll do it all over again. Okay, look, here's the importance of why we don't do this. Do you understand? Okay, now tell me why we don't do this, right? So they have the ability, they demonstrate the ability, but they don't as soon as you walk away. It's the fry guy at McDonald's. I'm sure fast food goes through tons and tons of people. If you go to a fast food place on a consistent basis, you see a couple of people that you interact with at the window or whatever, right? And you assume that place is staffed with those people. It is. But that place also goes through 50, 60, 100 people in a month or two that you never see, because they come and get the job, get the uniform, go through the training or whatever, and then just don't come to work or stop coming to work. Some of them get a better job. I'm of the belief that you take any job while looking for a job, especially like an entry-level job like that, right? Well, it doesn't pay a living wage. Yeah, motherfucker, it's not supposed to pay a living wage. McDonald's isn't a living wage unless you are the fry guy and you come up. McDonald's will give you a restaurant after you manage a restaurant. You can come in and actually be in the system, in their program, to buy a restaurant. Most restaurant owners own multiple McDonald's. And that's a way different thing. Management. There's a lot of benefits that come with those, programs. But the average person, it's just turnover, turnover, turnover. And you're not supposed to, buy a house working a low-level job at Starbucks or whatever. You work 2 jobs or 3 jobs, or you take that job while developing your business, and then you do that job to pay your bills so that you can come home, right? You have 24 hours in a day. People are at work for 8 hours. You have 2 more 8-hour days. One of those goes to working on your shit, and the other one, 5 goes to sleep, and then 3 goes to all the other shit you have to do. But I have an appointment. I have an optometrist appointment. Motherfucker, if you just got a job, you go to the optometrist appointment, you find one that's open on Saturday. That's how that works, because somebody will take your place. You go, I don't care what you have to handle. And it's just baffling. You will hire a person, and then all of a sudden they have all these appointments, or they have these things they have to do, or I've got to do this, or I've got to do that. Entry-level job, somebody else will be doing your shit. And that's what happens here all the time. We'll get some dude. So I hire this kid. He comes in, and he does an okay job. He's not fast. You tell him the same thing over, but he seems to correct. And then he's not at work. Okay, I understand you have this thing you have to do on Friday or whatever. That will become a problem. You've not worked here 2 weeks. Now you have to take this off. I get it. You got to go do this. Everything you don't do, I have to do. The most expensive people in the business here that have the ability to do the social media and do the computer stuff or design new product or build hype in the company that brings money in. Every time that is done, that brings money in. Every time you don't show up to do the job that I pay you to do, I have to stop doing the thing that brings the money in and come do your job. And that's really what it comes down to, is I pay people to do it because I just don't want to do it. It is the bare minimum, simplest thing in the business. And every time I've had enough, because I would rather have a mid-level, mid-performing, consistent person who never misses work versus a really great one who misses work consistently. Sooner or later, and it usually happens in 3. I believe that everything comes in 3s. Anytime I need to hire a person, 3 come through the door. Anytime I'm going to fire a person, 3. It's always in 3s. It might not be the exact same day, but it'll just be a compilation of things. And I'm a burn the bridges, burn the boats. If it's on fire, we're going to pour fucking gasoline on it. I'm going to have a motherfucker there fucking fanning the flames, and we're going to burn the motherfucker all the way down. And you know what's going to happen? You burn the chaff out. You burn the weak performers out. You have less, but inevitably, every single time, you have more done with less, and the performance and product is better. Always. Every single time. I had a friend years and years and years ago, and I said, we got to hire some people. He said, do you have to hire some people? I go, what do you mean? Yeah, I just said it. He goes, or maybe you just need to fire one. I go, what? He goes, you can hire 3 people. 3 people will come in, and you'll have to get them up to speed, and everybody will have to train them, and everybody will have to fucking pussyfoot around them. You can hire 3 to get where you were 90 days ago, or you can fire 1. I'm like, what sense does that make? He goes, because when you fire 1, the others will go, okay, I better get back to where I was. I've had a time to breathe. He ain't fucking around. And that's every time. That's what happens. Every single time. And you demonstrate it. And this is a pretty tight place in here. You say something, others hear it. Hey, I showed you how to do this yesterday. I showed you how to do this the day before. You demonstrated it. Now, I need you to do it this way, right? Me recommending something to you, especially, people come in and they start doing different shit. I'm like, look, there's not a better way to do this. If you can show me there's a better way to do it, more power to you. But I've done this for 35 years. There's just not a better way to do some tasks. And I'll be like, look, I showed you how to do this. I demonstrated it. You demonstrated it back. This is how to do this. So I know you know how to do this. Me recommending, hey, check this out. This is how I do this. Check this out and see. And this is why I do it. I always give a reason why. Me recommending something to you and pointing it out, that's me giving you the chance to do what I want you to do without me making you do it. The second time I'll be a little more forceful and I will reinforce why. The third time we're just gonna do that shit and you're gonna feel like you've been reprimanded. You had 3 chances, and it's never just one thing. But people can't compartmentalize. Like if I say something to you, it's with brevity and fact, because I have 100 other things I've got to do. It's never to jump on that person. But people are very sensitive, and especially in this town, the number one comment in our local Facebook group is, who's hiring? Bitch, everybody's fucking hiring. They're just not fucking hiring you. When you chose to tattoo fuck off on your head and put a penis on your fucking neck, you kind of took yourself out of the fucking the work pool, right? There's not work for you. What they mean is, who will give me money, who will fucking give me attaboys. And every time I post one of these, hey, I'm hiring somebody, it's clipping and cleaning, it's arts and crafts time. Usually I put a fucking video. You need to know how to use a lighter. You'd be amazed at how many kids can't use a lighter. I say kids. When I say kid, I mean 25 years old. And you'd be amazed at how many can't make fire come out of a Zippo lighter or a Bic lighter. So I demonstrate it, and there's always 100 comments. But every time I post one of these things, people walk in the door immediately. It's like a race to get here. And a lot of times I put an address a bunch of times, but when I don't, and I didn't yesterday, well, what's the address? Bitch, that's an IQ test. That's on purpose. There's not a fucking address. I posted from a Facebook account that says John Willis. If you click that account, it shows where I am and what I do. The whole motherfucking page is special operations equipment. And if you click that, there's a business page. And on the business page is a fucking address. But this town, there's like 3,500 people in this town. You go to Walmart, go to the post office, go to the police department, go motherfucking anywhere. Anybody fucking knows where special operations equipment is. Your dumbass just doesn't, and your dumbass friends, and that's it. You are the accumulation of the fucking people you spend the most time with. And most of these fucking retards, they're walking around with their bellies out, they're disheveled, they got fucking Jolly Ranchers stuck in their hair. They literally look like that. They come in here in pajamas. If your fucking car is half on fire, and I don't care, I had a dude that came to work on a fucking lawnmower. I had a dude rode a little kid's bike in the snow to work. It's not about the car, but that generally is. If you come in here, this is a fucking test, right? Can you get in this driveway without knocking my fence down? Can you come in here without running over an animal? Can you park next to the other fucking 12 cars, 16 cars here? They're all parked in line like a parking lot, despite there being no fucking lines. Or are you gonna come up here and literally park crooked by my truck up front here? Because that's what they do. They literally come in here and they will get out and leave their car right here where UPS and semi trucks drive through, and they won't even be straight. It'll be fucking crooked. They'll be fucking, when they open the door, there'll be trash on the ground. That's who comes in looking for a job. And if you come in here looking for a job and you look like a fucking, you just seem dirty and I don't want to be next to you, you know who it is. And I don't care what color they are. I don't care what they're fucking wearing. It's just disheveled, disorganized, and a fucking mess. If you can't take care of you, you're definitely not going to take care of my product and my fucking building, right? You're going to light something on fire. Some shit's going to happen. You just look like everywhere you go, you're like fucking Pigpen from the fucking Peanuts cartoon. There's dust everywhere. There's dirt everywhere. Shit like that. And it's like the drug addict, right? They know they're about to get in trouble. They know they're going to be fucking taken out of society, or they're about to be homeless or whatever. and they just wake up enough and fix their shit for a day long enough to go look for a job or pretend they're looking for a job. Or mom kicked them out, took the Xbox. Literally, grown fucking people kicked out by grandma. Grandma's had enough. But as soon as they're in trouble, oh, he's a good boy. As soon as he's in jail, grandma's spending all her fucking paycheck putting money on this piece of shit's book. And that's what we're talking about. But I also believe in like the universe, right? Every time I need to hire a person, one walks in the door. And I'd hired this kid a couple weeks ago. Right after I hired him, another dude walked in the door. And I said, you saw the Facebook ad? I said, I just hired somebody. He goes, I don't know about a Facebook ad. I'm looking for work. So he came in and I'm like, man, I just hired somebody. And he goes, I'll always be on time. I will always be on time. I work hard. If I can't figure it out, I'll figure it out. I can do anything. And he told me all the shit he'd been doing. Had a real good story. So I actually took his number, and it had been in my head for like 2 weeks. I've had this other kid working here 2 weeks. He's missed twice. Yesterday, I just had a lot of shit to do. And on Tuesday, that's my prep day, because Wednesday we record all the content here. We record the podcast. We record the members only video, and we do some product video and shit. Like Tuesday, my entire day is prepping for Wednesday. And this kid, at the last minute, I can't come to work. I got to go to the doctor. Okay, that's twice now. So I call this dude, and he shows up. And he's here literally for like 10 minutes. He's super loud. I'm like, man, this is not the dude that was here. This guy's super loud. He's fucking real animated, almost agitated. I talked to him for a few minutes. We have a good conversation for a couple minutes. I just kind of bullshit with him while he's sitting there. He's telling my head lady here, you know, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to work. And I'm sitting in my workspace posting some shit on Instagram, and I see him walk past, and I'm like, man, he must go get some earphones or something, some headphones out of his car or something. And I see his truck drive away. The dude didn't say nothing. He was here a few minutes, took off. So I make the Facebook post, and girl walks in. First one in the door, this girl. I'm at the table clipping and cleaning. She walks up. She's like, are you hiring? So I show her how to do it. I go, do you want to do this job? She goes, yeah, I can totally do this job. And she does. And I stand there intermittently through the day, and she does the entire job. She didn't see the Facebook page. She didn't see the post. She just randomly walked in the door, asked for a job. I had one right then. She's like, okay. So she's here for about an hour. She's like, so can I come in and start Monday? I'm like, no, you just started. You want this job? Like, while she was here, 6 more people came in. While she was here that hour. And then when she was here the rest of the day, I probably had 12 people come in looking for work. The ones that seem promising, because I always ask them, I'm like, why would I give you a job? What? And if they seem completely taken aback, and they're like, blah, 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 what do you do? What job are you here for? If they can't articulate it, then you weed them out right there. It's like you just totally shut them down. Because if you can't get past that, you definitely can't work close with me, shoulder to shoulder, in an area on a consistent daily basis, right? If you can't get past, why would I give you a job? Well, you'd give me a job because you need somebody to do this job. I can do this job, and I can do this job quickly and efficiently. And talk me into giving you the job. There's a bunch of people looking for the job. Most of them don't stay because they don't really want the job. When I have a person that does this job, they're usually here for a couple of years until they do. Like, you can't work here close to me and not pick up some of, hey, you need to start your own business, you need to have some hustle, that kind of thing. Anyways, there's a girl here. I'm not even, I'll be surprised. I'm 50-50 whether they show back up, because it's just happened so consistently. Really, to run this business right, I need to leave this area. I need to go where there's human beings and a lot more of them. And people are like, well, you got to pay them more. No, you don't. It's the same fucking thing, whether we pay them 15 or we pay them 20 or we pay them 25, because we tried it. That's what I thought. I'm like, we need to just fucking raise our pay. We already pay more than, I have people working on my sew floor right now that have been here 6 years, 7 years, that make more than their fucking family members, moms working at Carhartt after 23, 24 years. I pay people more, especially for the area. But we did. We started everybody at more. And you know what we got? We didn't get fucking anything more for it. You just have to want to work. And you reward the people when they work. Usually, something else I do when they come in, I'll show them the job. I'll work with them for about an hour. I'm like, 2 hours, 3 hours. If they make it to the end of the day, I'm like, okay, do you want this job? Yeah, I can do this job. Do you want this job? Do you want to show up 5 days a week and do this job? Are you okay with this job? Yes, I'm okay with this job. Okay, because I'm going to fire somebody else for you to have this job. And you can kind of see them like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. Do I really want to take this person's job? Or that's fucked up of me, whatever, you know. I say that to see how they're going to react. Are they vicious with that, right? Do they really want to do this job? And then I'm like, how much do I have to pay you to do this job? Well, what does the job pay? That's not what I'm asking you. This is where you negotiate with me and you tell me what you are happy with getting paid to stand here and do what you've just done. What is that? Well, and a kid, one of the recent ones asked, well, what's the lowest paid person in here? I go, it could be $10, could be 15. Well, will you pay me 15? No, for what you've done today, I will not give you $15 an hour. So I'm going to offer you 10. This is like you and me negotiating. Well, how about 14? I'll pay you 13. At the rate you moved, I'll give you 13. You come back to me in 2 weeks and we will negotiate. You tell me why I should pay you more than 13 and how you have improved. And if you've seen anything that can make the job better, if you need different equipment or tools, whatever it is, and we negotiate. I go, I'm not going to come to you in 2 weeks. You're going to come to me in exactly 2 weeks and say, hey, can we have a conversation about my pay rate and my performance? And if you don't do that, you're going to stay where you are, right? They never fucking come to you. And many times when I'll go, hey, I'll give you 13, and then they go through the week, because we don't hold them back either. We pay them almost always, right? They're going to get paid at the end of the week. There's not a period where we skip a week like most businesses. I pay them. People here, they live paycheck to paycheck, and they do not plan. So many times where I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay you 13, I actually pay them 15. You know, not a one of them, maybe 1, 2 out of 100. Hey man, I noticed that you paid me more than we, said you were going to pay me, right? They never come and say that. I don't think they even fucking know. I really don't think they have a fucking clue, because that's how most of their lives are. They don't know how much their paycheck should be. And when you pay them more, they don't. Well, I think they do, because if you paid them less, they definitely fucking know. It's cold. My hands are cold. It's 38 out here. I'm going to go in here and work out. And I got a ton of shit to put away and get going. Here, let's walk in here for a second. I'll show you what we have going on. Scrims. We got the pack scrims. We've got the ghillie stockings. You know what? I do a video every night at 9 o'clock on YouTube. Go check that out. You can see all the shit that was made yesterday that is getting boxed up this morning. Ooh, it's nice and warm in here. When I got up, I thought it was cold in here. If you think it's cold, just go colder and recalibrate. All that shit gets put in a box. Those are all orders. There's probably about 60 of them right there. Pack scrims. This is all work that was finished yesterday. Almost every piece of that goes in a box. I've been building random stuff and taking prototypes and things, putting them on SOE Quick Ship. Check that out if you're not familiar with it. There's an 8-mag war bag on there, padded belt. Here's a new rig for turkey hunters and game bird hunters. It holds 3.5-inch shells, whereas our others don't. I built a bunch of bifold wallets yesterday. Those are on SOE Quick Ship. We've got AKM4 Micros multicam black coming off the line. Calling these Crown Royal double wide crossbody bags. Pretty wild. Another 8-mag bag. I actually built 3 of those. All right, workout. See you guys.